Business owners and members of the community gathered in Marietta for the Marietta Area Chamber of Commerce's legislative luncheon. The luncheon saw chamber board members, business owners, Washington County residents, and representatives from government officials' offices. The guest speakers for the luncheon were Washington County Commissioners Charlie Schilling and Eddie Place. They informed guests about some of the projects they are currently working on, such as the Devola Sewer Project. Commissioner Schilling says he wants members of the community to stay informed regarding what the commission has in store.
Well, I'd like for him to take away the communication between local government and the members of the chamber. We want to communicate and be very open and transparent about all of the projects that we have going on right now and the things that we're working on.
Following the speech, members of the community were able to ask questions. The commissioners were asked about how the tariffs will affect businesses and for more details on the projects.